Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you and help you understand how to work with algebraic expressions that involve dividing and have indices as well. So we're talking about dividing algebraic expressions that involve indices, involve powers. Let's see how to do it. First step is to understand that we need to straight away identify the division sign. Sometimes it's actually a fraction bar. So we may have a division or a fraction. Very important. When we have indices or we have powers and we are dividing algebraic expressions, the rule is simple. We divide the bases and we take away the indices. We take away the indices. How do we do that? Let's see examples. You understand it very well. Okay, let's do the examples. We have an algebraic expression and we are asked to divide x to the power of 3 divide x to the power of 2. This algebraic expression has indices, it has powers. So how do we do it? What do we do? Very simple. First, we write it down in fraction form. X to the power of 3 over x to the power of 2. Always write it in fraction form. I get students that ask me why. You'll know why later on. It's so easy to make mistakes here. Very easy. For now, get used to writing it down in fraction form. We know division means fraction. So x to the power of 3 divided x to the power of 2, it is the same as x to the power of 3 over x to the power of 2. Now we apply the rule. We said that what do we do when we're dividing and we have indices? We take away the indices. We take away 3, take away 2. X to the power of 1 or just x, but of course better just to write it as x. 3 take away 2 is 1, it's an invisible one, x is our answer. 3 take away 2. Next one, m to the power of 4 divided by m to the power of the invisible one. Again, get used to writing it in fraction form. It will become easier later on. M to the power of 4 over m. M and m to the power of 4. What do? We take away 4, take away our invisible one, 4 take away 1, m to the power of 3. That's our answer, m to the power of 3. 4 take away 1. Remember, if there's nothing there, there is our invisible one all the time. Don't miss that. Next we have x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2 divided by x to the power of 1 and y to the power of 1, of course they are invisible. We write it down in fraction. Always get used to it. X to the power of 3, y to the power of 2 divided by x down the bottom, y down the bottom. So that's our numerator and that's our denominator. Now we take away. We know divide, we take away the indices. 3 take away, we know there's a 1 here. So we have x to the power of 2. The same bases here, the same bases there. Then we write our y. 2 take away again the invisible one. 2 take away 1 is just 1. X squared y. It is that simple, guys. Next one involves numerals as well. That's where it's important to write it as fraction form because you can make mistakes, and we're going to do some more examples and you're going to see what I mean by that. For now, let's do this one. Fraction form 25a to the power of 4 divided by 5a to the power of 3. 25, there it is, and the 5 in the denominator. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Our base, we have a base here and base there, they're both a, so we can take them away. We know division means we take away in indices. 4 take away 3, just 1. 5a is our answer. 5a. Very important to get used to it. Get used to writing in fraction form. It will make your life much easier later on. And in more complex examples we're going to do next, you're going to see it is important to make sure that we write in fraction form, we get our answer and we don't make any mistakes. Some more examples. Okay, we have 12a squared divided by 4a. Again, we write it in fraction. 12a squared divided by 4a. What's our answer? Numerals first. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then we know a to the power of 2. We know take away a to the power of 1. 2 take away 1 is 1. So our answer is 3a. Next one. 16. A b to the power of 3 divided by 8. A b to the power of 3. In fraction form, divided by 8, a b to the power of 3. We start with the numerals. 16 divided by 8 is 2. A and a take away a, they're gone. So basically a divided by a, there's a 1 there and a 1 there. They basically see you later. They're gone, they take away, and they're basically gone. So a divided by a in reality is just 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. Same thing, b to the power of 3, take away b to the power of 3. 3 take away 3 is basically gone. So our answer is going to be 2. Our answer is simply 2, which was 16 divided by 8. Next one. 15 a x to the power of 2 divided by 30a squared, or a to the power of 2 x. Write it in fraction form. Here you're going to notice how important it is to write it in fractions. I'm going to explain it and simplify it as fully as possible so you can understand the concept. 15a x to the power of 2 is the same as xx. X to the power of 2 is the same as xx, x times x, but it is in the long format. Divided by 30a times a, which is a squared is aa, and x. I broke it up so you can understand the concept and understand how we got our answer. 15 divided by 30. Hang on, that's going to be a fraction. 15 over 30 is the same as 1/2. Try it in your calculator. So we have our answer as a fraction. Then we have an a here. That a is going to go with that a. We have an a down the bottom. Our a is down the bottom. It stays down the bottom. And now the x's, this x goes with that x. We're left with an x. Where is it? It's on top. Very important to write it in fractions. That way, when you get a complex question like that, that has a on the top as a numerator, a squared on the denominator, we know we can't go 1 take away 2, because we know division means take away. 1 take away 2, we're going to get a negative answer. So we have to write it in fraction. That's why it's important to get it that way. These questions don't come up often, but when they do, it's so easy to make a mistake. Be careful. So 15 over 30 is 1/2. A, there it is. X squared, xx. And divided by 30, a squared is aa, which is a times a, and x. So a times x. When we break it up like that, it's easier for you to see and understand what we're actually doing. This a cancels with that one, divided by itself equals to 1 whole. And the x divided by that one, they cancel each other out. We're left with 1a down the bottom in the denominator. We're left with 1x in the numerator. Very important that you write it that way. Always we expect your answer to look like that. So it's crucial that you know how to do these. I'm going to do 2 more examples that are similar to this. Make sure you understand it. Last 2 examples, let's concentrate. We have 40x cubed y squared z divided by 10x to the power of 4 z to the power of 2. Again, how do we write it? In fraction form. 40x power of 3 y power of 2 z over 10x power of 4 and z to the power of 2. Very important not to make mistakes here. When you're copying a question down, always look carefully. Don't rush and do it carefully. That way you won't make mistakes. It's so easy. I've seen too many students that do everything correctly, but guess what? They've copied the question wrong. Very important that you watch out for that. What are we doing now? We're simplifying. 40 divided by 10 is 4. We have x to the power of 3, which is x times x times x. So 3 x's on top. And we have x to the power of 4, which is x times x times x times x. 4 x's on the bottom. So 3 from the top will cancel with 3 from the bottom. So we have an x left. Where is it? On the top or on the bottom? Well, we know 3 on top are gone. With 3 from here, we're left still with 1x. The x is in the denominator. See how important it is to know your fractions. The x is in the denominator. I've seen students, they put it right there. No, this is in the denominator, it's left over. It goes straight down the bottom. So that's finished. 40 divided by 10 is 4. X to the power of 3, x to the power of 4. The 3 x's on top go. X times x times x, gone. With x times x times x from the bottom, you're left with 1x down the bottom. There it is in the denominator. Now, y squared, does it cancel? Does it divide with anything here? Does it take away with anything here? No. Y squared. And we have z, and we have z squared, which is the same as z down the bottom, and z on top. 1z from the top goes with 1z from the bottom. You still have 1 down the denominator, where it goes down in the denominator. 4y squared over xz. See how important to write it as fractions. Next one. We know 3x squared, y divided by 12xy squared. Very important to know x squared y, xy squared. Don't get that mixed up. In fraction, 3x squared y. Fraction bar is a division here, 12xy squared. Make sure we copy it down correctly. Now we simplify. 3 over 12, we know it's going to be a fraction. 3 over 12 simplifies and becomes 1/4. Then we have x to the power of 2 and x to the power of 1. We know 2 take away the 1 down the bottom, so that goes. And here you're left with only 1x. 2 take away 1 is just 1. So x to the power of 1, invisible 1 of course, and the y. We have the y from the top, and we have the y on the bottom. So the y on top, and the two y's, y times y, that one from top cancels with 1 from the bottom. You still have 1 left, 1x over 4y, or just simply x over 4y. Very important. Pay attention here. Take your time, do it properly, understand it, and remember, whatever I explain to you, it's for your benefit. So whatever I say, it may look like it's something extra, but when the complex questions come, it is there to help you and make it understandable for you and make it easier for you as well. How easy? Simple, follow the rules. We know with indices, we've got to take away the indices.